everyone. My name is Jesus Miguel Sanchez Gil. I'm a PhD student in computational fluid dynamics studying at the University of Calgary. Today I'm here to present you a presentation on online communication meeting tools. First of all, let me show you the outline of today's presentation, which covers social media networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. And then we will be covering some software that are used to online meetings such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Before starting the explanation of each tool, I want to point out that this presentation is going to consist of an explanation of the tool plus an on-site demonstration, which will be carried out after the presentation. So if we focus first on Facebook, what is it? Well, we can define Facebook as being a social networking which you can share statements, pictures, videos, and lately there's been some functionalities added to Facebook that are the stories functionalities, where you can share online videos of you saying on the spot, and they're available for your friends or other users for a limited amount of time. How to use Facebook? Well, these are the steps that I have compiled here, and they're pretty straightforward. First, you have to sign up on www.facebook.com. Fill out the sign up form with your personal information such as your full name, email, and birth date, and some other setups that you are required to complete before creating your profile account. And then after that, you can set up your profile page. Here you can see how the main side of your Facebook profile may look like. We can find on the top left corner, we can find the profile icon right here, and also on the top right corner here, where if you click on them, you will be redirected to your profile website. Also, on top of this logo, we can find the search bar, whose functionalities are to allow you to go through Facebook in a very seamless way. Let me put you an example. If you want to look for a friends group that your friends and you have created, or you're looking for the Facebook profile of a business, let's say a cafe that you liked, or even some events are now advertised on Facebook. This is the place where you can look for them in the search bar. Also, Facebook comes with a friends icon. If you click on this icon, all your friends that you have added to your profile will be shown, plus you will be shown some other profiles that you haven't added, but Facebook comes with a functionality that suggests you people that you may know, just to see if you are interested in adding them or not. If we focus then on the top right corner, we can find the chat icon, the notification icon, and additional options icon. Facebook bought Messengers, which is a chat platform, a long time ago, and if you click on this icon, you will be able to chat with your friends. Actually, a window on your entire right side will show up on your screen with your friends' contacts, and sure they will tell you which one will be available or not. Also, the notification icon is very important because it will tell you the activities your own activity plus the activities of other profiles that you have added. For example, if a friend of yours have either liked or commented a picture that you have uploaded recently, or if for example, if there is an event that you may be interested coming up in your area, things like that. Furthermore, we have the additional options icon where you will be redirected to a website where you can set up your privacy settings, security settings, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, you will have the wall feed bar where you can express yourself as a user by typing short statements. Although by short I mean that's what usually people do, but I believe that there is no limit of characters in the wall feed bar that Facebook offers. Also, you can attach photos or videos or even feelings here to your statement. So it's a very cool functionality that I will be showing you later after this presentation. Moving on, we are now going to focus on Twitter. What is it? It is also a social network, but unlike Facebook, the main functionality of Twitter is that you can express short statements using only 140 characters. You can also share pictures and videos, but that's the beauty of Twitter, I must say, that it is mainly used to express short statements within 140 characters. How to use it? It's very easy as well. You just have to go onto the website that I have written here. Fill out the sign up form, which is even simpler than that of Facebook, with your full name, email, birth date, and bio, and then set up your profile page that I'll be showing you later. And here I present you how the Twitter website layout may look like nowadays. We have several icons that I'm going to explain you right now. You have a profile icon that it will redirect you to your profile site, and I will be showing you that later after the presentation. The more icon which comes with the additional options, it has the same functionality as in Facebook. You can set up some privacy and security options there. You can also modify your account settings, such as the language and other stuff as well. Another important icon is the notification icon, which has the same functionality as in Facebook. And Twitter doesn't come with the chat functionality, but other users could send you a message. So if you receive a message, a little red number will show in this icon, and you can click on them and check your messages from other that you may have received from other users. Also, Twitter comes with a wall feed, like you see. I think the main functionality of Twitter, if I must say, it is focused on friends, but also focused on the media around it. And by media I mean the celebrity profiles that you may follow, the institution profiles. The wall feed compiles a collection of all those tweets or messages or statements that these profiles you're following, and show them to you on the wall feed. It's like we can call it like some summary You can, as you can see here, if we focus on the first tweet, you can, if you click on the comment icon, you can type a comment. Also, please, you have to stick to the 140 character limit. You can retweet, which means like you can share it by yourself as well. You can like it by clicking the heart icon, or you can also even upload something like a picture, or other files as well. Moving on to the last functionality that comes with Twitter is the search bar, that has the same functionality as the one in Facebook. You can look for your followers or friends profiles. You can look for potential or new profiles that you may have an interest in following them as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it about Twitter. Now let's move on to WhatsApp. WhatsApp, it could be considered also as a social networking tool, although Twitter and Facebook is more focused on desktop and is also available on the cell phone as well. But WhatsApp is mainly used on the cell phone, and it was first developed to be used on the cell phone, and then it jumped across the computers. So here I have outlined the two possibilities where you can use two devices where you can use the WhatsApp app. And of course, what is it? What does it offer, right? It offers a texting, phone, and video call online service. I have attached the link to see how to use WhatsApp on the PC, and I will be also sending you the presentation, so you can actually go through the tutorial by yourself. How to use it? Well, first of all, since like I said before, WhatsApp is mainly used on cell phones, so you have to go onto your cell phone, unlock it, and click on the Play Store app icon. After that, you have to type WhatsApp in the search bar and click install. Then you set it up with your personal information, which is mainly your cell phone number, and I have also attached the link on how to proceed on that setup, which contains information coming from the official WhatsApp page. Here we can, on this slide, we can see how two screens. If we focus first on the left side, we can see the typical WhatsApp layout, which consists of the chats that you have. You can see you have WhatsApp links itself or syncs itself with your cell phone contacts. So basically, you will be able to contact all the people you have on your cell phone, as long as they have also a WhatsApp account. There is another functionality that I'm not going to focus too much, but you can also either share or you can share or send pictures or videos with all your contacts, sort of like the stories that can be shared on Facebook or on Instagram. And the cool functionality that WhatsApp has is that allow you to do video and phone calls through your internet data, using your internet data. So if we focus on the right side screen, the main functionalities of the chat. Just imagine that we click on the first contact, we would have a layout like these, a screen layout like these would appear on your cell phone, and you will have several options. First, if you feel like video calling or phone calling your this contact, you can do it by clicking on these two icons. But if you feel like more like texting, you can just click on the type of message bar, and you can keyboard will show you on your cell phone, and you can type a message. Maybe if you want to add an emoji icon, you can do so by clicking on the emoji icon. And a very cool functionality of WhatsApp that has been continuously upgraded is the attach media icon and the take picture and video icon. Let me explain. First, the take a picture video icon. If you click on this icon, it will directly lead you to your phone camera. You can choose either the front or the front or the back camera as well. And depending on what you feel like, you can take a picture or a video. Then, if you want to, for example, if you want to send a video or a picture that you have taken earlier, you can go to your gallery by clicking on the attach media icon. You can also, for example, let me put this situation. Imagine that someone, some relative asks you about contact that you have. You can also send contact information by clicking on this icon, as well as PDF documents and your current location. So that pretty much wraps up the functionalities of WhatsApp. Now let's focus on Zoom and on Facebook. What is it? What does Zoom offer? Zoom is a PC-based video call online service that offers individual and group video calls, webinar options, and also it comes with conference options. The way to set up and install Zoom is by going onto the Zoom link that I provide here in the presentation, and you click on the sign up for free button. This will lead you to sign up form that you have to fill out with your personal information, and after that you're all set to install the software on your computer by clicking on this link that I provided in the presentation. I will show you later how to create a Zoom meeting, but mainly as I explained here on the presentation, you first click on the plus icon that you will see later on the Onsite Demonstration. You add the title. This window will show up here on your computer screen. You add the title, you add the date and time. You also can set up some other advanced options, such as the passcode. If you want, when the participants and the host join the meeting, you can either choose to enter the meeting with the video and the audio on or off. And also there are some other functionalities, such as which calendar you want, as well as the other user to add the meeting. So we will see, as I said before, we will see this later on the on-site demonstration. Last but not least, another option that we have to do the same as in Zoom is Microsoft Teams. It also comes with individual and group video calls and similar options as on Zoom. How to use it? It is pretty much the same as on Zoom. You have to go onto the link that I provide here, or you could type on Google Microsoft Teams and it will lead you to the page link. You click on the foreground option button and click on sign up for free. This procedure is a little bit more complicated or trickier than on Zoom, and after that you either create if you don't have a Outlook email account, or or link it to your email account and download the software onto your computer. Then you install it. There is more information on how to do that on this link that I provide. And this is how Microsoft Teams looks like when we want to set up a meeting. And if we click on the Teams, Microsoft Teams icon on your desktop computer or laptop, a window like this would show up on your screen, and you have to click on the calendar, and then if you look at the top right corner, you will see that there is an icon called New Meeting. So you click on the New Meeting icon, and another window shows up where you have to add the title. Actually, from my point of view, Microsoft Teams is more user friendly because it allows you to add the attendees right away. You don't have to share the invitation link and then email your potential attendees, and location, date, and description as well. This can be further explained by clicking on this link that I provide here. And well, this is the end of the presentation, and I will go on to the on-site demonstration now. So now we find ourselves on the on-site demonstration. First, I'm going to start with Facebook. As you can see here, we find ourselves on the wall feed, which is the main website or the main page of Facebook. Here you will find, once you add friends, you will find all your friends' updates, as well as your some interesting events that go around your area, if you have your neighborhood area activated as well. If we go onto the left side and click on the profile icon, which is this is a test profile that I just set up, you will find that you can set up your profile by editing your profile pic. If you click on the icon, you could upload your photo and also add a frame. You can also add the covered photo, and if you click on edit profile, it will ask you about all these things, as well as your bio, all the essentials such as the city where you're currently living in, workplace, school, etc., etc. One of the functionalities that you can see here clearly is that you can type short statements like I am testing Facebook right now, and when you click on post, this will be instantly shared with your social network. Furthermore, you have all these options laid out here, just right below the profile picture, which contain personal information on the about icon. If you click on the about icon, you can find your friends here. You will be shown your friend profiles here, as well as some suggestions of people that you may know. And if you click on friend requests, you can see the profiles that are requesting your friendship as well. You can either accept them or just ignore them. If you click on photos, you can either add a new album or upload pictures on the album that is of your desire. Like here, by clicking add album, we will be able to add more pictures to that album. The same can be set for videos, and on the more option you can find interesting options such as sports events, music events, TV shows that you may like, groups that you have added or you could be part of as well. All of these also can be shown here. You can find your groups by clicking on this icon on the top of the page, as well as your friends. You can see how many friends you have on Facebook by clicking on this icon. And of course, if you click on the home button, you will be redirected to the wall feed. As I said before, if you click on Messenger, you will be shown this displayed with the list of your friends that are online at the moment, and the ones that you have available to send a chat message. If you click on notifications, you will usually see your friends' activity as well as yours. And if you click on the drop down menu, which is the last icon, you can modify some settings and some settings of your account and your privacy settings as well, which is the main which is the main concern or the main functionality of this icon, one might say. Now, moving on to Twitter. Twitter, as I said before, it is a platform that is similar to Facebook because it is another social network, but the main functionality of Twitter, or the focus of Twitter, is sharing short statements that are limited by 140 characters. You can say, I am new to Twitter, I am learning how to use it. One of the functionalities that comes with Twitter is that you can add hashtag. Twitter, hashtag learning, hashtag having fun. And what are hashtags? Hashtags are, we can call it like, there are topics that save or topics where you can enclose, or you can enclose a tweet, because this short statement is called a tweet. If we click on tweet, now we will see this we will see our tweet appearing on the main feed wall. And if we click on learning, for example, we can see a lot of other tweets that contain the hashtag learning. So we can say that it is a topic or a section that covers all the tweets that are related to this word or certain topic. It is very powerful, as it helps you to reach to more people if you want to something important or advocate to something. Now focusing on the icons that Twitter makes available for you. We have the notifications icon, where you can see your activity, and also you will be able to see the activity of your friends once you add them. You have the message. You have the message icon, which is different to Facebook because this is not an instant. An instant chat is more of I send a short message, and some people, your friends will read it whenever they're available. And they will respond it as an email as well. And another icon that is, from my point of view, the most important is the profile icon, where you can set up your profile picture by clicking on edit profile icon. You fill out all the personal information that you desire to make available for on the internet, on Twitter. And just going through the other sections that can be found on your profile is the tweets, where you can find all the tweets that you have shared with the community. The tweets and replies, which is sort of like the tweets, but it also contains the replies of the people that have commented your tweets. The media that you have shared, that means that you will see all the pictures and videos that you have attached to the tweets, and also the likes that people may have given to your tweets. Again, the more icons shows you several options. Some of them are advanced and they're not really relevant for this presentation, but the most relevant one that you have to consider is the setting and privacy icon, where you can modify your account and privacy settings. Now let's go on to the Zoom demonstration. And as we can see here, this is how Zoom would look like once you press on the icon on your desktop. And the main functionality that we may be looking for is how to invite or create a meeting. And this is done by clicking on this icon, which is the plus icon. It's called the schedule meeting. And once you schedule a meeting, you're presented with several options, but I'm gonna show you the first one, which is the easiest and the most common one to use. And once you click on this window pops up on your screen, and you can write the title of the meeting, the date and time. You can also select the time zone where you want to have the meeting. Just for your information, it is very important to know that you must set the meeting on your time zone, and if you share with people that live in another time zone, that time of the meeting will be automatically converted to their time zone, so you don't have to take care of that or take that into consideration, because Zoom does it automatically for you. You can set up a passcode if you want for those people that you want to join the meeting. There are some other options as adding a waiting room. This is a little bit of more advanced. This is for when the host hasn't signed up in the meeting yet, so the guests are placed in a waiting room, and they wait there in order to get admitted by the host of the meeting. And also there are some other functionalities, such as the authenticated users, that these only can be allow people to join into the meeting if they have a Zoom account. You can also choose if they have people, once they join, if they have automatically their video on or off, as for either host or participants. The same goes for the audio, where you can make available only to have the audio available on your telephone or use your computer audio, or even both. And the same goes for calendar. Once we click save, this meeting will show up on this column right here on the left side. And if you click on the meeting, all these options will show to you, and you just have to go ahead and click on start. And once you start, you are in the meeting, and as we all know, you have the following options, such as the participants icons, where you can see the number of participants that are joining the meeting. You have the chat icon, where you can type short messages. And interact with the participants of the meeting. And this is the most important one, which is the share screen, which comes with multiple options. If you click on sharing your screen, a new window will show up on your screen, and you can either select specific software or screen that you're using at the moment, or to show your entire screen, which this is what I'm been doing. So now the other participants could see everything that you're doing on your computer. Whereas if you clicked for example, on the Google Chrome option, people would only see this window, the Twitter, for instance, and they wouldn't be able to see what you're doing on the background. Like you said, as you can see, there is a message showing that your screen sharing is paused. Another option that is very useful is the record button. If you click here, you can either select to save the recording on your computer or on the cloud, which is linked to your Zoom account. This is very powerful, because if you're for example running a webinar, you can record that webinar and then edit that video later after the webinar has finished, and upload it on other platforms such as YouTube, for instance. This is a very cool option. Let me show the live transcript. So now, as you can see, this is a very important or interesting option that Zoom offers to the users, is that it can translate or add subtitles to the meeting, and then so people can understand what you're saying throughout the meeting. If they have, for example, a problem with the speakers, or they can't actually listen to the meeting because they're at the workplace, or they can't at that moment due to any matters. So yeah, this is as you can see, it works very well. And yeah, it's a very cool option to also consider on your meetings. You actually can press hide subtitles and it will go away. And the last option is the breakout rooms. We click on the breakout rooms. This is intended to be used when we have a big meeting of, let's say, I don't know, 100 people or even 50 or 20. You name the number, and you want to, at some point, you want to divide that group of people into subgroups in order to discuss some matters. This is the option to go to. If you can create several breakout rooms, and you can, for example, assign automatically, assign manually, and once you create the breakout room, you can go to the rooms manually. See, we are joining in the room number 1. If you want to go to another breakout room, you click on the breakout room option, and you can join onto the other one. And as you can see, it's very interact with the users that are found in these breakout rooms. And as you can see, once the breakout room session is ended, you can close our rooms and redirect all the people to the main session. And yeah, that's pretty much it about Zoom. Now I'll end the meeting and let's get going with Microsoft Teams. And this is a typical layout of Microsoft Teams. Normally you will be presented with, for example, the chat or the Teams layout, but the most important thing to know is how to set up a meeting on Microsoft Teams, and this is done so by clicking on the calendar icon found on the left side, and on the top right corner we can find the icon called New Meeting. Click on here, and here we can set up our meeting by adding the title. This is actually a better option that I think it is offered in Microsoft Teams, because on Zoom, once you set up a meeting, you have to generate the invitation link and send the email to your attendees, where you can actually type the email of your attendees on the fly as you create the meeting on Microsoft Teams. So this is very good. For example, I don't know if you type Adrian, for example, Adrian right, and you can type this, and you can type the email address of your attendee, and once you click send, an email will be sent. Now, as we can see here, also you can either fill out the other sections of your of the new meeting schedule, and these are the ad channel. If you have created a channel, that's not really important right now. The location and a short description. And if we focus on the top of the new meeting window, we can see that we can modify the response options, the registration requirement if we want that the users are, for example, from a certain organization, or if we want them to set up a Microsoft Teams account as well, and as well as in Teams, as in Zoom, we have the time zone. option to modify the time zone of the meeting if we want. Once we have clicked the send button, a slot will show on your screen like this. This is the calendar that is presented to you in this window. So you just click on the time slot, which consists of a link to the meeting. You can either chat with the participants before joining the meeting, but let's click on the join icon, and as you can see, there is a window that shows prior to joining the meeting, where you can set up your device, in this case your computer, if you want to use a computer audio or any other kind of audio, if you want to enter the meeting with your camera on or off, and so on. Click on join now, and so as you can see, we are now on the meeting, and this, as you can see, the layout of the meeting is different to that of Zoom, but on Zoom we find the icons or options at the bottom of the screen, and here we find it at the top. Again, if you want to see the participants, you can click on the people icon, and all the participants will be shown to you on the right side. If you want to chat, it is pretty similar to Zoom. You can click on the chat icon and type a short message or a message for the other participants to see. And the same, if you want to to use the breakout room, you can click on the breakout room. You create the breakout rooms, and after you add the participants, as you can see, as Microsoft Teams is more automated than Zoom, and it doesn't allow you to get into the breakout rooms unless there are some participants in them. So but this is how you manage the breakout rooms. And the same we have the camera options, the mic options, and the share screen content options, which works pretty similarly to that on Zoom. If you share your screen, we are now showing the screen, our screen, to the other participants, and yeah, we can show our screen and share the screen, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining the meeting, and now we'll go on to the Q&A session. Now I'm going to answer some of the questions that the attendees asked me. So the first question is about Facebook, and it says, is there a way you can limit access to your Facebook page to only those who are on your contact list? How can one completely unsubscribe to Facebook? Well, the first part of the question can be answered by just going to the icon that is located on the top right corner, that is the drop down menu, and just click on Settings and Privacy. Then we click on Settings, and this will redirect us to the Settings web page. Then we go ahead and click on Privacy Settings, and as we can see here, there is a whole number, a big number of settings that we can modify to our custom. So as you can see here, if we focus on your activity and how people find and contact you, here is where you can actually limit the access to people that are not within your close circle or within your network on Facebook. The second part of the question is regarding on the deletion or removal of your account. In order to remove your account, you have to click on your Facebook information logo, and then we can see that we have been redirected to this page where we can find at the bottom of the page the deactivation and deletion option. You just have to click on the view link and follow the instructions that Facebook gives you in order to remove your account. Now let's move on with the second question. The second question is about Twitter. It says, where could one find online information about service that gives you rather precise details for same, including the types of service that Twitter is commonly used for? Well, as we can see here, Twitter comes with a functionality to create service. It is found in this icon called poll. I found this information how to create polls on Twitter that gives you the precise steps to follow in order to create a poll and share it with your network on Twitter. This information can be found in the link that I'm going to provide on this video. Moving on to the third question, it's about WhatsApp. Can we use WhatsApp on tablets like Surface Pro? If so, what are the sources where we can find precise information about it? I've been researching about Surface Pro, and they're PC-like devices. Therefore, if you go to the website www.whatsapp.com and click on Mac or Windows PC, you can download the desktop version of WhatsApp here by clicking on download for Windows. I will give you more information on the links on this video, and also you can find information on the presentation that I've given today. And the last question is about Zoom. It is related to hybrid session, and this is the question. Using it for hybrid sessions, I recall using Skype in that way for several of my doctoral students' exams. However, what information does UFC provide using Zoom so that all participants, those present at an event, and those coming in online can be seen? Well, there is a lot of information regarding how to organize hybrid sessions, but here there is a link with plenty of information provided by University of Calgary. This link will be shared with you on the video.